So this is the part of the podcast where I give you any marketing or business advice. So is there anything that you need help with or something that you're struggling with that I can give you some advice on?
Yeah, definitely the Facebook ad side of things. I really want to be able to, hone in on the built-in aspect and
Mm-hmm.
solely target customers in that aspect. I'm not like I that's not my background marketing. I understand the social media, I understand how to do that. But if there's any advice on like how to position that, whether from the video side of things or from the back end targeting side of things, like how would I go about, getting that off the ground?
Okay. So I'm looking at your Facebook page right now.
Hmm.
Um and I see that you're sharing reels there.
Yep.
And let me see. So the one thing that I would say is, let me see if I could look at your your Facebook personal page. All right, so I just friended you. Um, so I guess the one thing most people right now, okay, dude, you have a blue ocean on your Facebook personal page.
what,
Period.
what do you mean by
What
that?
does that mean? That means that if you're so I if you've listened to my podcast, you would have my I preach building a personal brand on
Mm,
your Facebook personal page. You're relying on Instagram and TikTok, and TikTok probably has more reach because it's massive. However, uh, on Instagram, 5%, 10% of your audience actually sees your post
yeah.
ever. But the hack, um, and for anybody that's listening, I want you to send me a DM if you've actually taken action on this Facebook personal page and made money. Please, like, because I talked to a client yesterday, and he was like, uh, yeah, I sold two built-ins just from my Facebook personal page. And here, the reason why is your Facebook personal page can get 5,000 friends. You can have 5,000 friends. So, Anil, if we're friends, so I'm sorry, if I follow you on Instagram, you
Hmm.
never follow me. I only see your stuff maybe if I interact with your stuff, but you never see my stuff. How can we
Right.
develop a relationship based off of that? However, if we're Facebook friends, dude, I'm looking at your kids, you're looking at my kids, you see when I'm on vacation, you see what I'm eating for dinner, you see what I did that day.
Right.
We're friends. And then I know that, like, oh, I got this nasty, entryway that I've been looking at every day, and it's the winter time, and I'm tired of seeing my kids, shoes and jackets everywhere, and I see that you just completed a built-in. Like, oh man, I think I need to hit up Anil.
Yeah.
And it's this super casual way to be yourself 80% of your time and 20% of the time selling the fact of what you do.
Mm,
That's one. The second thing is you're in Atlanta, man.
yeah.
You're in Atlanta, and being able to hop into different communities and groups online, as so this is the part of the thing that I'm kind of seeing with you based off of what we just spoke about. There's this pull between woodwork and you being a a content creator, social media sort of person, right?
Yeah.
There's like a pull. Like you got this thing, it's brought you to where you are. You're being around AWFS. You're seeing that there's leverage in other things,
Yep.
right? So for me, I'm like, push a Neil Victor first,
Mm.
as a brand, as a person, as a personality, whose company does custom woodworking called Woodwork. Make yourself the most biggest popular woodworker in Atlanta, period, whose name is Anil Victor.
Mm.
And you're still pushing, you know, woodwork, but it's like it's you. People are friends with you. Like
Yeah.
you are pushing your, and so it's not just like accent walls, custom cabinets, and all the time. It's like, all right, I'm on a podcast. I'm going to the gym. I'm speaking to my mentor. I don't know. What else do you do for fun?
I'm
Hang out with your family.
hanging out with the family,
How many kids you
hiking.
got?
One.
Okay. So you got hanging out with your family, hiking, going to El Pollo Loco. I don't know, like just whatever. Right? Like
Yep.
what it's just you.
That's it.
But you're all about your values, whether it's community, whether it's custom work, whether it's, building this empire brand. That's your thing. So that's on the organic side. That's what I would focus on. On the paid side, I would say continue the real sharing, but however, I would strategically create content, three pillar content. The three pillar contents are an about us video, a process video, like how you work with folks, and then a video with pure testimonials. Those are your three pillar contents. And then create 12 to 15 pieces of content that are straight value and straight questions that all of your potential customers always ask you.
Mm.
That's what you create. And
I
make
gotta write this
YouTube
down.
videos on it. You'll make YouTube videos on it. You'll make blog posts about it. And I see on your website too, you kind of need to get clear. Like get clear on what you're doing. Like the money makers are the cabinets, right? And the
Hmm.
built-ins. You'll eliminate all of the cutting board stuff and all those little knick-knacky things. Like just position yourself as a custom cabinet built-in company,
Yeah.
because there's a little bit of it's a little, when I went to the site, I'm a little confused
Okay.
before, like who you want to be versus what I actually see.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the brand and who you want to be, right? Like the part where you get leverage, Anil, I would focus on the story of you building your company as opposed to the brand stuff, because I'm sorry, you building your brand and your company and the milestones and the storytelling and the customers that you're going after, like tell that story,
Right.
the plans, like it's little money. I had a mentor tell me, he was like, hey, you still doing this service? I was like, yeah. I was like, how much do you charge? I was like, I don't know, 2,500. He was like, do you want to make thousands of dollars, or do you want to make tens of thousands of dollars, or twenties? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and oftentimes, and this is like a woodworking thing, like people want the passive income, like you need 7 streams of income. However, Warren Buffett has like a gajillion dollars, but he started with one company first, Berkshire Hathaway. He
That's
got
it.
that to a certain point, used the leverage from that to create other passive incomes. You got this amazing thing in front of you right now with this built-in in this hot ass market, and you're a black dude in this.
Yeah.
Leverage that. And as I always tell people this, I always tell all my clients this, I tell them all the time, use what you have to get what you want. Your story, your background, everything, you need to leverage it to get to where you are. Like And then the other thing so okay, so that was that. So that's on the Facebook side. So post more value question content that you
Okay.
can post to your YouTube, answering all of the questions that you have. And the one that's organically hitting, boost those posts locally.
Okay.
But start from your Facebook personal page.
Personal page. That was gonna be my question. Is am I on the
Only your
Woodwork or person?
you're only on your Facebook personal page. 80% personal content,
Okay.
20% business.
Got it.
That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. 80% personal content about you. Start friending everybody, all of the people you went to college with, all the people you went to high school with, people that from your kids' school, get involved with those things. Take, sponsor the PTA, wear your hoodies everywhere. Like this stuff works. Trust me. And
Got it.
it's the most organic way, because everybody's like, Instagram. I don't really use my Facebook personal page. Yo, Facebook is, especially, you just said your demographic is 45 to 65. They're just now getting on Instagram. They're not really on
On
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah. That is so true.
Only the early adopters are on Instagram and TikTok. Only. They're all on Facebook looking at the grandkids, kids, sharing their political opinions, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just getting
That's a
upset
fact.
about the world. But then they see you, you're like, yo, Anil, this guy's happy. He does what he's taking that empty, ugly spot in my house and making it beautiful.
That's it.
I think I need to work with him. But yeah, so that's what I would do. Focus on the content, on creating the content that is valuable. You get questions all the time. I bet you can sit down after our interview and come up with a list of 10 questions that clients always ask you,
Hmm.
and make videos about them.
That's it.
And
I'm right.
you literally got enough video in B-roll on your phone to do voiceover. Period.
Oh,
And then you put
absolutely.
the text underneath, just like that's on my page. Put the transcribed CapCut text underneath. Yo, do 12 of those, and that's your pillar content.
Solid.
That's what I would do.
Listen,
Is
this
that
is powerful.
helpful?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
I had
that's what I would do. I mean,
Listen, I haven't touched my personal page in so long. I just like either reshare stuff or the stories from Instagram go over there. That is
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
It's a. I mean, look, you did 280 or just Instagram, no plan, and Facebook, right? Allowing people to just come to you. If you just went to them, join your local neighborhood Facebook groups.
Yeah,
You kill it. You kill it. Make
that's
an
it.
introductory post. People are gonna be like, "What? The black woodworker? It's a wrap. I'm gonna work with him, and he does good, high quality work, and he's relatable." I mean, it goes back to the conversation. Find ways to truly be yourself.
Yeah,
Truly be yourself. Cool, man,
that's
dude.
it.
Uh, thanks for the interview. Any last bit of parting advice for the Woodpreneur community?
Um, yeah, guys, who are watching this, the biggest piece of advice I can give you guys is, the belief in yourself. 100%. There's no self doubt whatsoever. I know, in the past you may have procrastinated. I know in the past you may have had a failed relationship or failed job or failed, business. But I'm here to tell you that whoever you think you are is exactly who you are. And I promise, I guarantee you, if you put just a little bit of effort each and every day, you'll get that much closer to your goals. And one last thing, um, always be a student of this world, of this game. Understand, I heard this on a video, it was like an interview, but the gentleman was talking about how there are things that we know, there are things that we know we don't know, and there are things we don't know we don't know. And if you understand that and you live by that lifestyle, you live by that code, you'll get so far in life because you'll never be too arrogant to accept the fact that there are things you don't know, or there are things that are going to come about that you had no idea existed. So always remember that. Continue to be great. And this is from Woodward. I'm out.
Yeah, right. Thanks so much, Anil. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to getting your story out there.
Thank you so much, Steve. I hope you have a great weekend, man, and thank you again for having me on the podcast.
All right, take care. Bye.
All right, bye.